Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Queen Diva. I want to make sure I got everyone. Voodoo, you got a chill. Truth and Reason, how are you doing? Miss Coffee, I got you. Miss Jones, Miss Ray, Mimi 126, Geechee Girl. Uh, hey, ODS, what's going on? Uh, Let me make sure. PDP, what's going on? I'm here for the show. Nice to see you. Roxy, good to see you as well. Angie Dickerson, Linda B, Sandra, thank you for being here. Decal for Life, Roxy, and the Regina Show came in earlier and gifted me a super chat. So I would like to thank the Miss Regina Show and thank you for your support. And if I have any, Dr. Lashandra, thank you for being here. Sincere Saida, hello. EJ, hello, nice to see you. Okay, if I have any members in here, I would like to thank you for being here as well. And I have membership at different tiers. The highest tier is definitely going to be for DIYs, for crafts, also home improvement type of things. So if you want to go along with me on the DIY journey, where I will also be collabing with other DIYers who do a myriad of different types of things that you may be interested in. I would advise you to join the upper tier membership. So I have a few things that I want to talk about today. And oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry for being late. I had my live set up and then, of course, someone who refused to take her poop this morning then comes to me and she wants to take her poop, but she wants to go in a certain area. And I'm like, no, you have to go here. And then she's like, no, I need to go over there. So it. It was a drawn out little mess. Hey Annie, how are you doing? Hey Soul Sister, what's going on? Linda B, good to see you. Kings Mina, I'm glad you guys have decided to join me today. Uh, Angel, Angel Ray, good to see you. Can you guys hear me? If you put a one in the chat, everyone is in the street shopping. Yes. I'm glad I'm at home. I'm glad I'm not out in those crowds. I am so glad to be home. So, can you put a one in the chat if you can hear me? I don't see any ones. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lashandra and EJ, Miss Jones, Voodoo. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Um, so, did anybody, okay, let me address something real quick. Um, Duchess Kelly Love has been viciously doxing me. And Duchess Kelly Love, I'm letting you know right now, if you continue to dox me, you are going to face the repercussions of what comes with it, period. Okay, so like I said, of course, he has taken down all of his crying, apologizing. I miss Ronnie Q videos, and it just got dark and nasty. So, what happened is it got dark and nasty on his side, and now it's dark and nasty once again. And he wants to act as if someone is angry. The only one who's angry, Duchess Kelly Love, is you. The only one who ruined your platform is you, and you're mad about it. So everyone is clear why you are angry with Ronnie Q, because Ronnie Q said fuck you and is not fucking with you. And this is exactly why Ronnie Q is not fucking with you, because you're a bitter old haggard homosexual who's in their feelings because you always want to try to hide your hand with the stuff that you did. Every time you want to address, oh, I miss Ronnie Q. Oh, I want to apologize to Ronnie Q. And it just got dark. No, it didn't get dark. You start doxing me. That's what happened. You started to dox me. So you got dark. That's what got dark. You got dark. And we're not going to play like, oh, we don't see what's going on here. You started to dox me. And see, there's a legal remedy for that. Yeah, there's laws against what you're doing, Duchess Kelly Love. So I would suggest that you leave me alone. And why I don't mind my business, why I don't mind my business when it regards to something on YouTube, because that's what we do in this sector. So your whole little why didn't she mind her business about Pizarro saying something about her kid, about Ness's kid? Because that's what we do in the beef sector. So don't play like you don't know. Nobody's recreating rules because you're in your feelings. Okay, hey Dabna, how you doing? Hey Ari, hey Very Carrie. Thank you for being here, Very Carrie. So I want to know, are you guys ready for Christmas? Who said this, y'all? Who said that? Who said that? You got to rewind it just a little bit, just a hair, just a snare, and yeah, I'm not repeating myself. For I am not repeating myself for a hurt homosexual. So that's it, and that's all. And I have nothing else to say about this situation. It's really quite pathetic, but Duchess Kelly Love has proven to be quite a pathetic person on YouTube. So, Dr. Soapy, how are you doing? Let me see. Now, are you guys ready for Christmas? You said you're almost ready. I'm ready. No, it's Duchess Kelly Love. Yeah, that's who it is. Okay. Hey Gemini, how are you? Uh, well, he killed it. He killed it. Hey Pink Doll, how you doing? Um, so uh, I'm here for the show. I'm all ready as I will be. You're all ready. Okay, great. I'm I say 80% ready. 80% ready. Oh yes, I saw Jay Wilson get go over there too. I mean, ODS go over there to Jay Wilson's page and gather him. And see, that's one thing that I notice about certain content creators who have been on here for a while. See, a lot of them are looking for attention. Exactly, Pink Doll. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then I was going, when I was talking about that Pizarro situation, where Pizarro's like, I didn't get numbers unless someone shares me out. And I happened to see him being shared out on Nika's wall. And I said something about, oh, well, if I get numbers because I'm shared out by them. Well, how come this person who they are sharing out isn't getting any numbers? And he got totally in his feelings. Totally in his feelings. Well, you ruined yourself. You ruined yourself. And it shows that you are continuing to want to be in ruins. You can remove these videos where you're crying uncontrollably and shaking. See, I know that was bull. You're not sorry about me. You're sorry about what you did to your channel. That's what you're sorry about. And you are not going to continue to put identifying information about me and dox me on your channel. That's not going to happen. Okay, so um, let me see the poll. You said something about the poll. The poll is reminding you guys to hit the like button. Yeah, that's all the poll is about. So, hello, Dovey Milton. Welcome to my room. Okay, so I want to know, have you guys Hey B, how you doing? Good to see you as well. So I want to know, have you guys considered, first of all, have you guys considered joining the pet competition? Is there anyone here who is considering joining the perfect pet competition? It does not have to be a dog. It can be a pet of your choice that can follow 3 commands of your own choice. And if they can't follow commands, they have to go through an obstacle course that has 3 obstacles. So, is there anyone here who is thinking about joining the pet competition? I have approximately six people who have said that they will enter the competition. It is December 16th, which is a Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I hope some of you will consider. And a lot of people are like, Dabner, I have my pity, but he's not about to embarrass me in the beef sector. See, a lot of people are saying that. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, the best actress award winner." I know. A lot of people. Thank you. I'm here for the show. Exactly. A lot of people are actually saying that, and I'm like, "Well, with so many people saying that, your dog may actually pull through." I have so many people like, and even I say that. See, see, but I'm not in the competition. I'm just holding the competition. Say, hey, all y'all, stop lying. So I'm not in the competition. I'm holding the competition. And I understand where you guys are coming from. The other day, I was trying to teach my dogs to sit up on their rear legs, just, hold it like in a sit up position, and where they're sitting up on their hind legs in the sitting position. It's called sit pretty. So they know how to sit and stuff. And so I'm like, okay, sit pretty. You have to guide their front legs up where their back is straight. And Rascal, he's all laid out across my arm, like, yeah, hold me up. Yeah, okay. What do you want? What do you want? And then he gets to moving around, and then he'll stand up. But little Saucy, she does it. I got her to do it like after three little attempts. She's like, oh, this is what you want? Oh God, they are a mess. Hey, BL, thank you for being here. Happy Sunday to you, WG Woo Child. Yeah, so hey King K, nice to see you here. Hey Liz, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yeah, so it's open to everyone. Betty White was complaining, and now I haven't seen her back over in the chat since I have the obstacle course portion, where if you're pet does not take verbal commands, they can do a little obstacle course and do 3 obstacles in that course. So we have a panel of 3 judges. Our judges are going to judge between 1 and 4. We will tally our numbers, and we will poll the audience, allowing you to judge between 1 and 4, and your score will be added to the judge's score, and then we will go on to the next contestant. So I hope I have a new puppy. I'm sorry, I missed it. I have a new puppy. Have her in puppy class. She shines in class, but doesn't translate to home. Bitch. I know. That is so weird how that works. That is just really crazy how that works. The only pet I have is my hubby. He doesn't follow my commands. Bad boy. Hit him on the nose with a newspaper. Hey, Indigo, how are you, Indigo? Um, Let me see what else you were saying. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I agree. My pit is hard headed and doesn't do anything she doesn't want to. Yeah, Rascal is something else. The pet I'm bringing it. Oh my God. The 3 command. Oh my goodness, Dovey. Dovey, you starting. I'm bringing just read my book. And you're a mess, Dovey. Lord Dovey, I understand. Okay. Uppity can have a roach race or a rat race. Rat, roach. Yeah. Uppity can have her rat climb to the top of the refrigerator. That can be one challenge. Break into the cereal boxes without being detected. That could be another challenge. And poop along the sideboards in the countertops. That can be the third challenge. And yeah, she can like pretend like those are commands for her New York City sewer rats. So anyway, I digress. Let's Sugarfoot horny ass. Let's Sugarfoot honey. Sugarfoot was horny, Dovey. Okay, Dovey said let Sugarfoot horny ass compete. Okay. Hello, Miss Queenie. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Love Blake, thank you for being here. Love you, but who you Who but you kicking today? You and James I live for. I'm not kicking any butt today, but I am like being real clear about Duchess Kelly Love continuing to put doxing information out about me like it's like as if it's fun and cute. It's not either. Hey Kina, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Now another thing that I wanted to talk to Kina. See, Kina has a 7 pound Yorkie. So you will. No, I won't. I'm being good today. I'm being good today. You have a 7 pound Yorkie. Um, no problem. You have a 7 pound Yorkie, Kina. And what I want to know is knowing that you can point the camera strictly at your dog, you can go to an isolated place in outside your home, inside of business or whatever, and put your pet through the paces. Are you going to be entering your little Yorkie, Kina? I'm waiting on Kina answer. Well, ever since the immigrant was dropped off in New York City, the rap population has been declining. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you serious, Bella Joy? I hope you're joking. I really hope you're joking. That is just so disgusting. I assume she's kidding. I assume Kina, you're not answering the question. I guess Kina's not gonna answer me. I guess she's rolling that over in her head if she's gonna enter. You're not kidding? Oh my God, that is weird. Well, you know, factually, there is food grade rat meat in other countries, but they are really on top of it in the United States. They are forever catching people who try to smuggle it in. Oh, she's 3 pound, and yes, we're working on. Thank you. Oh, I am so glad to hear that. There's food grade rat meat. They're working hard to keep it out of the United States, but people are constantly smuggling it in. So that's why I was like, ugh, but I can believe it. Yeah. Hey, Candy Cane, how are you? I'm sure statistics will be out about that sooner or later. Oh man. Okay, how about cutest puppy picture? Well, it's going to be a winner takes all. So since I have it set up for the command, okay, okay. Let me think about that. Since I have it set up for the commands, it wouldn't be fair for someone to just win with a picture. And since my pot has, I have one person. I thank you very much for contributing to the prize pot. Since my prize pot has not moved that much, I don't have a good split to split it into a picture contest. But a perfect picture would be good because my little dog who is doing the little commands well, she takes horrible pictures. Every time I pull out the camera, her ears go down and she's like, what's that? And oh, she takes horrible pictures. So hey, Miss Kept Secret, how are you doing? The only Empress, thank you for being here. Okay, let me see. Isn't New York cutting some funds for sanitation? That's what I heard. Oh, I don't see how. It just trips me out how every night they put the trash in just trash bags out on the street and it's picked up every day. I mean, she only wants to run right now and isn't doing the obstacles right. She'll get it. She'll get it. The positive reinforcement. And you know what? Dogs really, I found out what little training treats that my dog really love. They love those little liver treats. My dogs love chicken livers like crazy anyway, but those little liver treats are something that they really perform well for. Miss Ellie needs to bring her mom some money. I heard that. My husband always say he'll just look at the dogs, lounging with him, or climbing up to lay in his recliner with him. He's like, dogs, you guys need to get a job. Y'all got to go out there and hustle, make some commercials or something. He always tell my dogs that they need to get a job. Hey, Miami Popo, how are you doing? Lemon, thank you for being here. Yeah, my husband always says that to the dog. Okay, they cut funding for a lot of programs, but the government did fund them. Wonder what the mayor is doing. The mayor is, you know what the mayor is doing. The mayor is trying to get himself out of trouble with all that money that they are discovering allegedly that was given to him by Turkish oligarchs. Hello. I have a 4.4 multi-poo, but she does what she wants to do. I will be at work during that time of the competition anyway. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that you can't enter, but I wish you could. Now, also, my husband was born and raised in Harlem. And so he has a lot of friends who are still in Harlem. But um, one of his friends, he just retired from uh, being a garbage man in New York City. He was making well over $100,000 a year. So they definitely pay their garbage people well, but with the cost of New York City being so high, that is, I mean, they pay them well, but you have to look at the cost of actually living in New York City. So yeah, there's that. Ronnie Q, every time I look at Miss Ellie, I ask her about her contributions to the household. Yeah, because they be looking, they just be posed up without a care in the world. Like, oh, I got it made. And then you like, yeah, but what are you doing to make it? What are you doing to make it? He's trying to avoid going to jail so he can attend. He's trying to avoid going to jail so he can attend the YouTube Street Awards. Yes, child. He's like, just keep me out until the YouTube Street Awards. Okay, Eric Adam was not the right choice. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, that was perfect. That was so perfect. Okay, so speaking of the YouTube Street Awards, Jay Wilson said he needs everyone to donate for him to pay his judges for his competitions. Okay, Jay Wilson, yeah, I believe it. They are expensive. Are you talking about the job or New York City? I mean, the dogs in New York City. Yeah, but living in New York City, you need a six-figure salary. Exactly. I was surprised that they paid that well as well. But yeah, he did well, and his wife is a physician's assistant. Uh, she um she came. What is she? No, her parents came over from Haiti, and she it was just a regular girl, and she said she got tired of coming home smelling like food because she used to work in the food industry, and she's like, every day she came home smelling like food, that propelled her to go out and get her nursing license, and now she's a physician assistant. So they do quite well together. Yeah. Oh, dogs are expensive. Yes, they are. Dogs really are expensive. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm trying to at least try to have my dogs do a couple of tricks for you guys, but I don't know. Rascal, he just was like laying his full weight on my arms, and I was just like, oh, you are so. He just will not work with me at whatsoever. So now I want to know if you guys have seen the Netflix movie Leave the World Behind. Who has watched that? Leave the World Behind. It is a very interesting movie. That's what I've been saying. That's 2 dinner night out, 3 days worth of groceries. She ain't getting no real money. 1K a week is nothing in New York City, but she's not getting 1K a week. Trust and believe. Okay, so You saw it? Hey Trey, thank you. That movie was really interesting to me, in so many ways. It's a movie starring Julia Roberts. I can't pronounce his first name. He's a black guy, uh, something Ali, and Kevin Bacon's in the movie, and who plays? Is it $48,000 a year tax free and nothing there or living there in the state? Indigo. That is a poor southern state at that. I don't know what state you're talking about. It is uh I don't know. It's not fast paced or anything, but it like really gives you a lot to think about. And it's kind of like hey Jazz, it's kind of like a um end of the world type of movie, but you don't actually see any destruction or anything like that. So that's why it's more thoughtful. Um, Good movie. I didn't like the ending. I was like, what? I didn't like the ending at all either. I was like, what? I'm not a spoiler, so I'm not gonna give you. Yes, that's his name. This is the guy's name. I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher his name. So he stars in it with Julia Robert, Kevin Bacon, and I forget who. Ethan Hawke. Yes, Ethan Hawke. Yes, Ethan Hawke. So okay, I don't know which movie you're talking about. Who said, "Are you official or lemon?" Diamond Girl, I don't even know what we're talking about. We're not talking about official or lemon. Is it just me, or did Kevin Bacon and that's exactly what I'm saying too. Kevin Kevin Bacon and Ethan Hawke did look alike. And it was like so much stuff that I pulled from that movie. Like, okay, when they first uh showed where they were living, it was a typical New York City apartment. Everything was painted the same colors, from the door jambs to the windows, and they were sleeping in what would have been the living room. That was their bedroom. Their main room was like the living room, and it had the dinette in the kitchen. But you could tell that these weren't poor people, but this is how they were living in New York City. And then you also could tell that they weren't poor people when you saw the vacation house they rented. So they rented this big vacation house in the Hamptons, and you could tell that they weren't poor people because the house was massive and fabulous. But what tripped me out about the movie was how, when the people came and they knew something was going on and they came back to their own house that they had rented out to this couple and their two children, the attitude that was taken towards them when the guy said, "This is my house," and she looked at him like, "Are you kidding me?" It was like so many instances where, well, I unlocked this door to give you the money, and he needed to stay at his own home. And I'm like, well, why don't he just throw her out? Because she was giving off all of these inferences as like, are you kidding, black man? This could never be your home. You could never own this. So I wanted to see that movie. I'm gonna save it to my watch list, and I'm watching and listening to the Cocaine Cowboy series. I love the doc. Oh, is that on Netflix, Miss Queenie? Okay, the name of that movie was Green Book. I'm gonna have to watch that. All right, Indigo. All right, Indigo. You can just listen. Yes, the entitlement of her. The whole entitlement of her. This black man comes back with his daughter and says, something's going on and I don't know what's going on. Communications is lost and all this. And I hate to bother you, but I'm going, hey, Melan Treasure, but I hate to bother you, but I have nowhere else to go and I want to stay here. And she is like, who you think you're fooling? This ain't your house. And the whole attitude that she had, Julia Roberts played that to the T. And it was the other instance, like, you can't talk, uh, don't say anything around my kids. When they finally start figuring out things were kind of going off, and about the way animals were acting and things like that, it was like, okay, well, let's not talk around my kids. And then around his daughter, whose mom was flying home and was in an airplane, around his daughter, she was just saying anything, cursing and crazy. Yeah, I'm trying not to give spoilers. That's exactly what I'm doing. Um, Julia was a bee in the movie. Yeah, I'm trying not to give spoilers alert. So, um, and she was like, "Why you live in the city?" Because this is my house, and I can go anywhere I want. Yeah, she was like, "Well, why didn't you go home?" And like, I'm like, "Well, technically, bitch, he can throw you out of his home." And then when they leave, when they wake up in the morning and they decide to leave, and they was like, they was like, "Oh, fuck you, we gotta go. Oh, I'm going to my sister's house. She live in Jersey. I'm going to my sister's house. Like, bye, see you later." Ain't had no care, concern, or anything. She was on. They were only worried about themselves. And you should watch it, PDP. You should really watch it. The whole attitudes and stuff about that. Yes, hold on one second. The whole attitudes. Okay, let me quit reading the chat. The whole attitude that she had about it was like, our family is important. The only thing that matters is our family. So I'm gonna let you know that the person who owned the house was a black man, and he brought his black daughter there. And they were like, "There's no way." Well, there's no pictures of you anywhere. Well, why don't you go home? Well, where do you live in the city? Well, why don't you? And he lived on what is it? Not Park Avenue or something. And then he said, "Where do you live?" And then the husband said, "Park something." And then she chimes in, "Oh, Park Place." Trying to still be elitist, to even though she was living in a place that was beneath him. But she was like, "Oh, you have to know that it is Park Place proper," or some bullshit. So it was like all of this going on. And this man is sleeping in the basement, and in the basement of his own home, and the daughter has the bed, and he's sleeping on the floor while she's sitting up there running around. Well, how do we know who he is? And they're sleeping in the whole big comfort of his home. It was like the entitlement for me. Let me see. Park in 74th, I think that's what she said. They lived in Park Slope. Yes, Park Slope. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you guys didn't see this movie. Okay. I have a Netflix movie club. I would have to add this one to our list. Yes, I'm trying not to give any spoilers because it's really a good movie. So let's get to the gist of things. Okay, the gist of things is that when they try to get to the sister's house, they realize they can't get to the sister's house because all these Teslas are blocking up the artery to go over the bridge, because they're self-driving cars and they're doing what they want, and they're clogging up the arteries. You see these cars just driving down the street, just crashing into each other. So it made me think. I did a show earlier on um, in my YouTube career about these $1 million uh, bunkers that these frankly, billionaires are building to sustain themselves, just in case they. These are people that are in power of wealth, in power of nuclear systems, in power of finance, in power of money, in power of food. Bill Gates is buying up so much farmland, and he's doing so little farming on this farmland. And And a lot of people are wondering if Bill Gates is trying to control the food population. And I am kind of in agreement with that. Hey, UNC girl, thank you for being here. Hey, Nubiology, thank you for being here. I saw that movie yesterday. It was pretty good. Yes, I hated the way it ended, but you notice that the daughter got up on top of her mom and said, "Hey, the TV's not working," and what do you call that stuff that you watch where they show it over and over again? And her mom was like, "Oh, those are called reruns." So the kids were so into technology, into their own little tablets and this like things like that. So she's like, "Why did they do those things?" And then to see the ending, it was kind of ironic. But so what I want to talk to you guys about is, what do you guys think about? Okay, it seems to be little concentration, like with all that's going on in the United States with our homeless population, with unemployment inching back up. It seems to be little interest in our elected officials to address anything like balancing the budget, God forbids, even funding the budget beyond a couple of months. And do you think that, and they're up here with all these trials, like they indicted Hunter Biden about IRS stuff, and I'm not neither here nor there with it. I'm just saying, like, with this spending times to enact a commission to see if they have impeachable offenses against Joe Biden. They want to put forth a commission to study. Well, usually what you do is you already have the things that you think that he did that are impeachable offenses, and then you put them to the table. But now they want to just blow money, waste money to see if we can get something on Joe Biden about. And I'm no Joe Biden fan, but I'm not a fan of these ignorant people, obviously not smart people in government, who have no care of governing for the people. So what do you guys think about that? What kind of acting? Oh, she did. I heard her say that she was on several different TV television programs and things like that. Okay, I found out things they do on TikTok because of the news doesn't tell what's really going on, and the news, I don't understand that. Yeah, it's just like really scary at this point because the news does not let you know anything that is going on in the world around you. They will cover one topic all freaking day, all day long. When they were doing that propaganda about what's going on in the Middle East, trying to make you feel like, oh, this is a good thing and this was an attack and they have the right. And then when other news organizations uh closer inside start bringing out all the atrocities that were happening over there, they totally stopped covering that because public opinion had turned against the more powerful fashion of government over there. So now they are mum on that whole situation. You notice that. So okay, let me get back to where I want to be. Where I want to be is like the rich and powerful really have a whole network set up for them. I also talked about these expedited passports that they are selling, where you can get a passport on the fly to any country in this world. I think they sell between 100 and $400,000 is the price to get these passports, and you get them within hours. You don't have to wait weeks or anything. You pay that money and you can be on your way to anywhere in the world within hours. So let's look at a couple of things. Okay. Unfortunately, the system is corrupt. Uh, yes, everything we got, it definitely needs to be revamped. And uh, I think that this is a design. I saw something where a lady had to fight to get an abortion because her baby wouldn't live more than a few days. Yes, I was following that story, and I forget what state she was out of, but they had no exception. they had no exceptions, and the doctor was behind her and stuff. But they brought in these state laws that gave no exceptions, so she would have had to. That happened to a woman in Baton Rouge as well. Okay, so yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. Okay, so but like you get a passport from that country or American passport. These are Americans. You would get a passport out of America to anywhere, any country you wanted to get a passport to. And so, where are these doom? They're called doomsday. They're made to be effective doomsday passports, where you can get into other companies. So, I talked about these bunkers that they're building for the uber wealthy, and they actually have a bunker condominium in Kansas. They're selling these condos for $2.5 to $3 million, and it's a condo system. It used to be okay. Let's look at a couple of things. Hey Nova, thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, Nova. So let's look at a few things. Oh, Michael Jackson said they don't care about us. That's definitely true. Okay, right. And then trying to make you mail in passport to get it renewed. Last minute folks can get them expedited. Ridiculous. And that's why they charge a premium price. They have a whole broker who do these expedited passports. Yes. Okay. The uber wealthy has always had bunkers. It's crazy. Like, what do they know that we don't? They know plenty that we don't. Even in that movie, even in the movie, Leave the World Behind, the guy who works around uber rich says, it's his job to see signs, and because he was like a wealth manager, and then he was like, I didn't see the signs about this, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. I'm tired of that pity party easy way out. Okay. That movie is definitely a one. And like, if you look at it, you look at how many doomsday movies that they make and that they are continuing to make, because they're trying to get you to, it seems like they're trying to lull you into some acceptance that this is an inevitable. See, don't try to get me comfortable that the only future that we have to look forward to is doomsday. It's so many of those things coming out. So it's to lull people and to get you comfortable with it, in my opinion. Yeah, so yes, a lot of doomsday movies. So I never forget, my dad was randomly talking to some money managers about the index funds that they turn white. Like, on how does he know about that? Yeah. Oh, were they? I didn't know. I did not know that. So I if you guys haven't seen this movie, I definitely think that you should watch this movie. And I'm going to show you guys. I remember a lot of doomsday movies coming out from the 70s, but with my husband, the first, like, the first doomsday movie I really remember was, what was that? Final Impact. That Will Smith movie, whatever the name of it is. I forget. Uh, the Will Smith movie, and they had one and two. Uh, what would be a far part series? I miss what you said, Choo Choo. Well, it's not much to really see on the news right now, because they're not telling you anything that's going to help you how you live your life. You look at these senators that they're just wasting time, just sitting up there trying to score a little daily talking points. They may as well be in the beef sector for all the stuff that they're doing. They are requiring U.S. citizens to have visas now. Are they? Okay. I Am Legend. No, not Bad Boys. The one where Vivica Fox was his girlfriend at the beginning. It was so long ago, and where he had to fly into space. Uh, no, not I Am Legend. The other movie, the real old movie. Oh, that's a remake of the Omega Man. Okay, I get what you're saying. Independence Day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Independence Day. I can't believe I can think about it. Hey, Agami, how are you doing? Yes, thank you. Yeah, there's a whole lot of movies like that. Deep Impact. What was the one with Dustin Hoffman and the Outbreak? Yes, Outbreak. With that lets you know about some type of sickness virus that is impacting the whole world like the 19 did. And so you kind of was familiar with it if you had any reference to that movie, so it didn't get as bad as quick. So okay, let's look at a few things. I said all that and to say this. I'm gonna share my screen with you, and I want to invite you guys to look at a few things that I've been checking out since seeing that movie, because it just reminded me of what I saw. Here we go. I may have to put up my banner for a second.
And where would you build your dream home? Well, for some, the ideal location is underground. News Force Jasmine Huda has learned that people from all around the world and right here in St. Louis are going to extraordinary lengths to prepare for the worst.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, Vicki. It's the we don't know what's going to happen mindset. Wait until you see how much people are willing to pay and how far they're willing to travel to survive the unthinkable.
Come on in, I'll show you the floor plan that we've got here.
Larry Hall is leading the way in luxury living.
There's Sub-Zero appliance and Wolf ranges, and it's got home automation, so she can actually log in from the internet and look around or change the temperature, turn on lights.
While this might look like any other high-end condo, you could say Hall's residences are a little off the beaten path.
Come on in. Watch your step.
I mean, way off the beaten path.
Almost there?
4th floor, we got one more. We'll be on the 5th floor.
As in a few hundred feet underground.
The 5th floor underground, yes. Your feet are about 62 feet underground. Do you feel safe?
Safe is the key.
This is the master bedroom here.
This former software developer is creating underground homes built to hold up against a nuclear attack.
It's really a broad range of concerns.
If this doomsday scenario sounds like something you'd see in the movies, say, well, maybe not zombies, but Hall says people are panicking. Terrorist attacks, tsunamis, flooding, food shortages.
Food supply, because we don't have a lot of surplus in that area. The Soviet Union lost 25% of their wheat crop the year before last from fires. They hit over 700 fires in the Soviet Union. We've got people that are worried about a global economic collapse, that are worried that the dollar may go to zero.
So what better place to ride out the end of the world than in a former missile silo built in 1960?
This is where the launch personnel used to be, through this safety tunnel. This is the lower level of the launch control complex.
An escape hatch.
Escape hatch, in case something happened in the stairwell or got blown up or wherever you had another way out.
So where are we? Well, we're somewhere along a dirt road in the middle of Kansas, where the only signs of life above ground are the churning wind turbines. Hall asked that we not disclose the exact location.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link to this because you guys can watch this at your leisure, and very interesting. And he is just one of a few people who are making a living building these doomsday houses. And you didn't get to see how extravagant it was in this one. So I want to present a I want to present two more things to you. Okay. And then we're going to talk about it. Now this one I believe is the actual builder. Yes, this is the actual builder of these yes. Okay. Let's go there.
Opidum creates underground living spaces that are highly secure and completely discreet, yet beautifully appointed and entirely bespoke, with everything you need to relax and unwind, and keep your mind and body in peak condition. We work with you wherever you are in the world to enhance and protect your residence. Entertain friends and enjoy private time with your family, or just savor having a safe place to reflect. Your private gallery keeps your collections in perfect condition and is built to the highest security standards. The hidden technology that sustains your life underground is as carefully considered, meticulously engineered, and beautifully crafted as every other aspect of your oppidum.
Okay, so I'm going to also drop the link for this. I just wanted to get you going on exactly what I am talking about. If you want to watch the rest of that video, uh, here is the link. Now, this is the actual seller who is, that's their commercial for their product. They want to sell these things to you. So now you see that they had a whole room for their art collection. You saw the gold bars, and you see that they're building. Some of these are right next door to mansions. They say that they have so many rich people whose bunkers are right at home at their mansions. You know that you exquisite. All the like that's just mind blowing. See, and the problem I have with it is that these people are the most powerful people in the world. These people who are the people who could change the things that go on in the world. These people are the actual people who are ruining the world. So they don't do anything to change the world, to change how their corporations create runoff, create waste that cannot be broken down, waste that is killing off people, making people sick. They are not doing anything with their money to make the actual world we live in better. But they see that it is killing the world, but they don't care. They're like looking for a place where they can be safe and where they can be okay. When all they have to do is put their money for, yeah, I mean, you can't even get an infrastructure bill passed. United States have so many collapsing bridges and things like that, but you can't, I mean, nobody thinks about anything, but their corporations use our bridges, roads, tunnels, and everything to ship their goods, their service, their money. But yeah, this is what it's coming to, because like these ultra wealthy people, they don't care about anything but themselves. Okay, so let's talk about it. Yes, that movie is uh, um I don't know what movie you're talking about. I'm behind in the chat, of course. I don't drink recycled pee. Underground mansions, yes, they are. And they have many of them. They said so many of these uber rich people have actually already have those doomsday mansions built adjacent and connected to their property. It's not like a theory that's coming. It's already here. So let me show you something else. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just trying to show a few things to you guys, and you guys can watch, and you guys can watch at your own time. That's why I'm dropping the links. Now let me show you this. So you a lot of people remember when 9/11 happened. So um let's see what they got for you in New York City, just in case you need to get out of New York City.
More real estate professionals list.
Unfortunately, I cannot skip this long ass commercial. So I'm going to see what you guys are talking about while we wait for this commercial to blow over. Hey, Lori, thank you for being here. Oh, here we go.
You're not aiming for that. Power failure, blackouts, grid failure, weather, flooding. It could be terrorists also, but we're not aiming for that. My name is
Private
Bruce Dowie,
evacuation
and
service.
I'm a co-owner of Plan B Marine. It's a marine evacuation service based in New York City. A boat is the fastest possible way out of Manhattan. A lot of people don't want to wait on a line to get on a ferry. They don't want to worry about walking off of Manhattan, as people have had to do in the past. They know that a boat is the fastest way off. And we take the worry out of maintaining and preparing and always readying your vessel. We plan out your evacuation route, and we plan for every customer differently, depending on your needs. You don't have a captain. You have to drive this boat yourself. We train you how to drive them. You can't rely on anyone else during an emergency. There's no way they're getting to you. And quite frankly, they're going to be worried about their family and not rescuing you. So this particular boat is an ex-Coast Guard Defender series. It has 450 horsepower. It's a sealed hull, unsinkable, and it provides rollover protection. As long as your doors are shut, if the boat rolls over, it will self-right itself. So it's about the safest boat you can find right now. So you can come down and get to your boat and punch your code in. It's your reserve boat. You know which number it is, and you're the only one that can access it. We track the boats with GPSs. If you leave it at a different location than was planned, we will find it and retrieve it. Our service is not designed for the general public. It is really for the high net individual or the corporation. The cost is based on 10 people per vessel. It's $750 per head, $7,500 a month minimum.
Okay, there you go. So you guys got an extra $90,000 a year laying around that you can pay to have this boat handy for you. Here's the link. You can watch the rest of that. Yeah, this is what's going on. You know, they have solidified all these escape measures for the ultra rich, while the ultra rich is driving the country into the ground. So yeah, that okay. In the prepper community, they also what they have a bug out of a bag for each member of the family at home, and it is in their car. The bag contains food, clothes, money, weapons, maps, and survival tools. I mean, yeah, so why are these ultra rich people thinking about these things? Why? Because they know that they are only concerned with their personal safety. They don't care that the world is going to hell in a handbasket. It appears to me. So let me see if anybody want to hit the link. You're more than welcome, uh, and talk about this, because this is what's going on here. And let me. Okay, I have one more. This is the last one I'm going to present to you, and it's short. I'm going to drop the link for you too. I mean, and so you can if you want to choose to look at it. This is my last one that I want to present to you.
Mentality. It's okay to destroy the planet and kill nearly everyone on it. Because if you're one of the elite, you get to survive.
These crazy Cold War bunkers, they're like fantasy landscapes. They're kind of like monuments to elite delusion and paranoia, because they won't work, but they embody this self-justification. Yeah, sure, we can invest billions of dollars, trillions of dollars in atomic weapons and even use them, and civilization will survive. That's deranged thinking.
It's 2017, just after Trump's inauguration. Media theorist Douglas Rushkoff shows up at an exclusive resort to deliver a talk about the digital future to a group of wealthy tech executives.
I was in the green room waiting to go on when 5 men came into the green room and sat around this little table they had there. And I found out that there was no talk for me to go do, that these guys were the talk. And they didn't want to hear the whole thing I had prepared. They just started peppering me with these questions like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Which one should they bet on? Or augmented reality or virtual reality, which did I think would win? And then the third question, the one that made me realize that this was more than I signed up for, they said, Alaska or New Zealand? Meaning, where should they situate their bunkers for the event?
For years, New Zealand has been an apocalypse escape destination for America's elite. Notable homebuyers include the tech tycoon Peter Thiel, an outspoken supporter of Donald Trump. He's also bet that America was not the place to be if things collapsed, so he arranged for a New Zealand passport just in case. Other American elites were getting similar ideas.
The rest of my hour with them was them asking me all these like really specific questions about how to water test their plans for the apocalypse.
Okay, so I just want to pause it right here for a second to talk about this. New Zealand, Australia, Germany. These are some of the countries that are looked at to be the better places to be if these bunkers are ever needed. See, they are planning for these bunkers. They are planning for it. But they're not planning to prevent it from happening. And they have all the money and the power and pool to stop it from happening. So what do you guys think about this? A lot of people are leaving this country. Okay. They say New Zealand is really affordable. That's too much money to spend just to end up dead and murdered by someone, you in a bunker, just because they went crazy. I'm saying, yeah, like... Okay, so, yeah, okay. So you should like that bunker. I saw one bunker, like they had these things that looked like windows where it had a 3D, like a hologram picture that made it look like you were like in a looking at a courtyard setting. You were looking at trees and mountains and all this stuff, it would change and it would like lure you, like you're looking out the window at this, and it was all 3D generated. I mean, they have thought about things down to that. Now, what would please me most if these people spend that amount of money and they get down there in these personal bunkers, and then the air filtration system doesn't work. There's an earthquake and it all starts crumbling in on them. See, they think that they are secure themselves. The plumbing system stopped working. All these types of things stop working. And see, they have all these alleged guarantees, but are they really guarantees even for them? I've heard about New Zealand, and at least the last few weeks. That's crazy. It ain't crazy. It is not crazy. Yeah, it keeps rising. So, um, yeah, I just really wanted to talk to you guys about this because like it's really on the forefront, and yeah, it malfunctions and they're stuck down there. Exactly. And they got all this stuff for what's important to them, their gold and their artwork and all of this, but saving humanity not so much, just saving myself, so these are some of the things. Let me see if there's a little bit more on this.
For the electromagnetic pulse, fortified bunkers in the middle of nowhere would necessitate them leaving their Silicon Valley ranches and retreating to these fortified bunkers in the middle of nowhere.
The government's secret plans to save itself now have competition from the secret plans of the 1%. From converted Cold War bunkers and missile silos to specially outfitted yachts, a doomsday industry caters to the mega rich. Luxury bunkers with indoor pools, artificial sunlight, and supplies to stay sealed off from the world for years. From the Cold War till now, the most powerful people end up being the ones most afraid. And today, even as the actions of a few at the top have helped push poverty rates near their highest levels in half a century, it's the rich who fear losing control. Elite anxiety is on the rise.
As it should be. As it should be. Elite anxiety actually should be on the rise because they are causing all of this destruction with all their massive greed and not wanting to pay people and do things on the cheap and just ruin the planet and all of this. Yeah, it's just crazy. So I'm gonna drop the link to this one. Let me see one more thing.
The billionaires, they understand that they're playing a dangerous game, that they are running out of room to externalize the damage of the way their companies operate. Eventually, there's going to be, the social unrest that leads to your undoing, which is why these same people are looking at creating bomb shelters, going to Australia or New Zealand.
What I would say is this was sort of an acceleration of the notion of what we had called gated communities, where you try to insulate yourself from the social discord that's outside. But here, it was an evacuation plan.
For the billionaires in the green room with Rushkoff, the biggest concern is protecting themselves from the unruly masses.
The question we ended up spending the majority of time on was, how do I maintain control of my security force after my money is worthless? So these guys had already secured Navy SEALs and security forces to come and guard their facilities for them. But if the US economy goes belly up, if the government's gone, if dollars are worthless, then why are those guys going to stay and protect them?
Okay, so yeah, that's all I have to show you on that. They actually are hiring Navy SEALs to protect these facilities. because they're like, it's not going to be a government. Like, who are we going to protect? Why are we going to protect, anybody other than somebody who can benefit us? It's all about, there's the video clip right there. I just dropped that link for that video right there. Yes, they are unraveling, and see, because they know what they're doing. That's why they're unraveling. I saw a bunker when I was in the military. They exist. I won't say where it was. They have some in Las Vegas, but they're saying that the U.S. is not the ultimate ultimate place for to have these bunkers. So that's why they're looking at New Zealand, Germany, Australia are the places that they're looking to build these bunkers. It seems like they think the U.S. is going to be hit with a nuclear bomb. So there are people who commit suicide after killing their whole family when they lose their job. They are doing this because they have no earthly idea how to survive anything. Exactly. And why they don't, while they can cut their personal wages, give their employees a raise, they don't see the benefit in that. They don't care that regular, even people who have jobs are still struggling, living under the poverty line, living paycheck to paycheck, even being fully employed. They're looking for ways to cut your hours. So, a 79 hour work week so they don't have to pay you health care insurance. And see, but they're worried about what's going on. What's going on is you're ruining the whole fucking economy. You're crashing the economy so you can be a greedy bastard. That's what's going on. It's a whole lot really going on. And see, the news media is not telling you this because see this is the gist of it. You don't get any of this type of stuff on the news. These are like boutique type of sellings to the uber rich that a lot of people don't even know that is going on on a large scale. So right now, where if this was like known commonplace to every man, it would be a move to get our governments to get our money to work for us and do something for the large masses of people. And even in these doomsday movies, what do you always see? You always see that there is a lotto. There is a lotto for the people who will be able to go into these big government real harsh bunkers. Hey, strictly platinum. It's not no Uber bunker. It's like some type of prison style bunker with bunk beds all up against the wall and things like that. It's lotteries for that. And most likely you're not going to get in the bunker if you're a certain age. Oh, one of these bunkers that I was looking at, it's like a community bunker, which you can buy between $3,000 and $7,000, $3 and $7 million. You can get like a half of the floor or the whole floor, or they have a penthouse which is 2 floors. But they also have a DNA bank. So when whatever is over, they can repopulate the population while taking out genetic flaws in DNA. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So do you think your black genetics is going to be in that DNA bank? No. Do you think that? Other countries just want you to be able to support yourself and not be a drain on their resources. Also, most criminals need not apply. But I don't think that applies to the uber wealthy. I think they're gonna they focus on sound bites and things that are not really important. So I'm gonna drop my link one more time, and if anybody wants to come up and discuss this topic, I just when I saw the movie Leave the World Behind on Netflix, this really put me on the mindset of these bunkers that I had talked about a couple of months ago. And yeah, most people couldn't cut the head off a chicken if they needed to eat. Exactly. Wouldn't even know how to clean the chicken, how to gut the chicken. Oh, yeah, most people wouldn't know that. Okay. Those countries have strict immigration policies. Uh, just keep that in mind. Let me see. This shit makes you bitter if you are awake, but knowing God keeps me level headed because He's still in control. Yeah, exactly. Have seen the Mexican cartel security videos recently. They look like armed military forces now. Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna really have to check that out. I want to see this video. History has a way of repeating itself. Okay, I saw a bunker. Okay, yeah, okay, I saw that. All right. So yeah, this is like the things that I wanted to talk about with my viewers, and drop a couple of links to Vice News also has a couple of articles, a couple of videos and about this. I like Vice News. They have a couple of videos about this, and I thought I had saved them to review, but I didn't save them, so I don't want to waste your time and go back and search for them. But if you go to Vice News, just search Doomsday Bunkers, and you would definitely find them. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, to bring to your attention today. And if if any of you are interested in entering my competition, the Perfect Pet competition, it is Saturday, December 16th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That would be 3 p.m. Central Time and 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Okay, the Perfect Pet competition is where it's open to all pets. You take your pet through 3 obedience commands of your choice, or they can go through an obstacle course that has 3 challenges. The commands are the commands of your choice. The more difficult the command, the higher you will score, as well as the pet completing them, the higher you will score. But we will also have a poll in the chat, so the chat can participate in the voting. They will vote. We'll do a poll at the each contestant, and the highest number from the chat will be added to the judges' score. And then we will go on to the next participant, and we will choose a winner. At this time, it is winner takes all. If you would like to donate to the prize pot, you're more than welcome to at $ Ronnie Q. And also, I'm going to do the Secret Santa giveaway where the content creators get together on December 22nd. I think I'm going to do it at noon Pacific Standard Time. Noon Pacific Standard Time. I will definitely do another video. I would definitely put another flyer on my wall because I had a later time. But Lady Nika has her ugly Christmas sweater also on that date, and I don't want it to bleed into a pre-scheduled live that she have. So definitely on the 22nd, we're going to be giving back to our subscribers. All the content creators are the only ones who would be able to pull names amongst themselves between $35 and $60, and then immediately cash app that gift to a subscriber. We also have a content creator who wants to participate and give away up to $250. So all you have to do is show up if you want to win. Throw your cash app in the chat, and that's it. And that's all. We're going to try to give back to those who really help us all throughout the year. And it's going to be really telling who shows up and who doesn't. So I hope to see you guys on the 22nd. I used to watch Vice News on HBO religiously. They have their own channel and website. That is good to see what the U.S. media does not want to show us happening around the world. And that's exactly why I watch Vice News. So that's where I got these stories about the worldwide water shortage, and broken down into detail, that's not being talked about in the media. So, it's a lot going on worldwide, and I just want to keep my audience abreast on this. If you would like to join my membership, these are some of the things that I will be talking about in my membership lives for those who are interested in hearing about things like this. Hey, Purple Peach, how are you? So, it's a lot of stuff going on. I lost my dog of 15 years in July of this year. It's a memorial at the end of your it's there a memorial at the end of your show. It's so oh, your thumbnail is a picture of your beloved Choo Choo. Oh, Choo Choo is so beautiful. I have lost 3 dogs, and I know it is so hard, especially when you've had your dog that long. I lost my first dog. She was a Shih Tzu. Um, yeah, that would be nice. Thank you for giving me that idea. Thank you so much for giving me that idea. So I had her for almost 17 years. So it is like really hard to lose a pet. And then I lost her companion that I got 6 or 7 years later. And I was like, I'm not getting any more dogs. It was just devastating. It was too much. And once I had thrown out everything related to a dog, somebody called me and said, "Oh, someone found a stray Shih Tzu, and they put flyers up everywhere. Nobody's answered the flyer." And I was like, "What's the address? What's the address?" So it takes time, and you'll get past it. Um, yeah. So yeah, I understand, and I hope it gets better for you, and it may be a chance where it may be a time where you was like, I just don't want. It's not like you are trying to replace the pet that you had, but once you get used to having a pet, and once you get over it, uh, you may find room to open up your open up your heart again to a new pet. My first dog, she was a full bred Shih Tzu, and then I start hearing about all these dogs that are being put down in shelters and things like that. And I started reviewing shelters, and then I was like, oh, this is just so sad that there's so many unwanted dogs out here, and of all ages. Everybody thinks shelter dogs are more vicious dogs, that they are older dogs, they have young dogs there. So yeah, get through it. I know it's early on, and you may not want to ever get another one, but I definitely understand the loss that you're going through. And yeah, it's like, yeah, that 15 years is a long time. So that's all I have for you guys. I thank you for joining me today for a serious conversation about what's going on in our actual world. Um, we get caught up in the mess and the YouTube streets, and it's a lot of more serious things that are really going on in the world around us. So I just wanted to bring some attention to some things that I thought you guys would be interested in or may need to know. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you for coming out, and I'll see you on the YouTube streets. All right, bye bye.